All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Monday. How's everybody doing? Today we're going to talk about Dogecoin as a proof of work cryptocurrency, and is it under attack? There's a lot of layers to this. I'm no expert. There's a lot of other people talking about it too, but we're going to cover that, as well as why is the market down? How's everybody feeling? Feeling bullish? Feeling bearish? Is this decision time? Is this like break it or make it? We're going to be talking about all of that. And then I'll get to the Q&A and we'll get to the chat and see what is going on there. Welcome everybody. As we get started, Bitcoin. Wow, what's the current price now? 116.4. 116.4. So Bitcoin has traded out of the pre or below 115 where it was earlier. It did dip again about 10 o'clock this morning to 114.9. So Bitcoin has climbed up a little bit. Still under 117, but just above 116. So Bitcoin, 117K is the difference between it's so over and we're so back. So which way is it going to go? We're so over, it's so back? Or this is the summer of chop. How many times have you heard me say this? Month after month after month. This is just, it is what it is. It's summertime. Again, just my take on it. Some people were betting on like huge runs in the summer. Some people were talking about just crashes, and we've really had kind of neither. It is really the summer of chop. So for those complaining about it, I don't know what else to say. I've been here every day, just about, talking about this. So here we are. Meanwhile, Bitcoin currently stuck between a range high and a range low. And here we are, another view of this. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Rejection, support, and I think it's going to be a few more weeks of this. I really do. Up and down, up and down. This is where we are right now. Could we go on a big run? Sure, some magic good news comes in. Could we go on a big dump? Sure, some big bad news comes in, right? That's kind of what's going to determine this. No technical analysis is going to tell you what happens next. But some people keep trying, right? Some keep trying. The Dutch Doge guy says, guide on how to sell Doge, a thread. It's like, you don't sell Doge. You just don't. Well, I know some of you are going to say, oh, but it's going to crash. There's going to be this huge attack on Dogecoin. I'm just going to sell it all now before it crashes. Well, you can choose to do that. Me, I don't think it's a big deal. But with the price of Dogecoin where it is now, our good friend Ali is saying, hey, the TD sequential indicator just flashed a buy signal on Dogecoin. Ali says the TD sequential indicator says buy at a price of 222, and the Dogecoin price is now 223. So we're right there. Now, this has been probably about 8-9 hours of just nothing but sideways here since the dump we had last night. Again, it was a typical Sunday night dump that I talked about in my video this morning. If you're interested in that, we're not going to cover that here. We got other things to talk about here. I covered that this morning. You got to stay up to date. You got to stay up to date. See? So, but Ali says, hey, his technical analysis saying it's going higher, buy, right? And I'm saying no TA is going to tell you what happens next. It's going to be the news, because we are in the summer of chop. But I digress. The Dogecoin news today, Dogecoin price declines 5%. Technical indicators suggest potential rebound. Right? Here we go again. The TD sequential indicator flashes a buy signal. RSI, MACD showing neutral momentum. So, news article pretty much saying everything I just said. Doge now trading within a very small range on the daily chart. And we're just kind of stuck. We're stuck right now with Dogecoin. Just here we are. So what's going on? What is all of this? Well, Sean Spector says, look, Dogecoin still holding higher lows for now, right? We've had the higher lows as we've been watching this through July and into August. So Dogecoin is showing slight movement upward when we're zoomed out. So there's no crashing going on. Dogecoin is still performing well. Is it performing as well as ETH? Not right now. But I've shown you on the charts how Dogecoin trades. And in short windows of time, Dogecoin goes parabolic. So we are waiting for that next short window of time. And you can pretty much see it here. Again, this is way zoomed out. Looking on a weekly, you can see where the green candles are, right? The giant 2021 run. We had this one in 2022. We had this at the end of 2023, early 24, late 24, and then just July. Those are when Doge goes on big runs. You want to be in Dogecoin when those big runs happen. Is this setting up for the next big run? I think so. And the next big run is going to happen at a higher bounce point. We're going to be at a higher point than we've ever been on one of these large green candles. It is coming up for that. Now, are we going to chop around for a while? Sure, because it's still the summer of chop. So that will continue. But overall, this is a good base to take off from, higher than any of the other weekly giant candles that Dogecoin has had in its past. So what's going on? What is going on? So we had Monero 2 weeks ago, and Monero had a 51% attack. Now, I am not an expert on this. A lot of people are talking about it, but from my point of view, I can only reference what other people are saying who seem to know what they're talking about. And I'm here to provide the news and my commentary on it. When people hear 51% attack, they picture chaos, double spends, stolen coins, broken chains. Back in the good old days of crypto, like 10 years ago, when a 51% attack could much more easily happen. Now, Did a 51% attack happen on Monero 2 weeks ago? Yes, it did. Did Monero crash? No, Monero did not crash. Did it go down? Yes, it went down in price because there was some fear, right? The FUD that hit Monero was indeed just that. So let's go to the XMR chart on Monero and see what happened. Right now, Monero's at 272. Monero's actually been trading up for a couple days. That's, oh, wow, look at that Monero over the weekend, trading up, right? So Monero is fine. It's recovering, though, because we look at that and we think, look at Monero. Monero's trading up. That's pretty good. In fact, if I post this from Friday till now, Monero is up 16%. Outperforming a lot of other cryptos over that time. It's like, oh, all right, Monero, look at there. Well, we zoom out and we see what happened, and that was all of this. So this was from the top, August 4th, down to the bottom of the first dump was about 20%. Had a little recovery and then dumped again, more FUD. Overall, 20%. Can you handle a 20% drop in Dogecoin if Dogecoin is going to drop like Monero did? I think this time around, because they didn't know what was happening with Monero, now the word is out and they're going to target Dogecoin perhaps. Dogecoin is going to be tougher, mostly because Dogecoin has much, much more liquidity, much, much more volume of trading, and much more hash rate than Monero. So it's going to be really hard to attack Dogecoin. This is this group called Qubic. I do not know who they are. They call themselves Qubic. Their recent actions aren't about harming networks, though. They don't want to take out Monero or Doge. They don't want to break the chain. They do not want to steal coins. They are proving, they want to prove something about proof of work cryptocurrencies and the vulnerabilities in proof of work cryptos. So that seems to be what this is about. So Monero stayed intact. Qubic reorganized a few blocks. Nothing was stolen, nothing collapsed. The point wasn't to damage, it was to show that coordinated hash power under proof of work can work in practice. So that is what happened. Basically, you need a crap ton of rigs all working on the same crypto in a coordinated effort to take over 50% of the hash power. Essentially what it is. So this Qubic community has voted that Dogecoin is going to be the next testbed. So again, they're trying to prove that a proof of work vulnerability exists. Traditional proof of work wastes massive energy to secure networks. Miners fight for slim margins. So what they want to do is it's something about AGI and AI dealing with I don't know how that all plays a part, but so overall, if you're hearing about the attack, it isn't an attack, right? It's a group that is proving a point about proof of work cryptocurrencies and vulnerabilities. So, can mining evolve? And is there a way to change the way Dogecoin works in the future that can continue to have the same qualities of Dogecoin, but be more safe and secure in the future. There's a lot of people talking about this. But as of now, the Dogecoin network is safe. It's not crashing. There's not going to be a big takeover of Dogecoin. That is not happening. So with that, what does this mean? Well, in the world where we're looking at artificial intelligence and we're looking at things that can increase the power of computing, and I'm not talking about like going all the way to quantum yet, because that's ways out. But for now, you can picture Dogecoin, right? Over 10 years old, Bitcoin, 13 years old. And Ramon, that wasn't what Elon was talking. Elon didn't understand the big wallets were actually exchange wallets. Ramon, that wasn't Elon. I mean, let's before someone reads that and misinterprets it, right? Elon did not know that the biggest Dogecoin wallets were exchange wallets. He thought he fell into not doing his research, right? And hearing other people spreading FUD about big whale wallets that could dump on the market, right? Dump all these billions of coins on the market and crash the price. So Elon was responding to that FUD. He did not know. He later learned very quickly because the Dogecoin community got all on him. And it was like, oh, okay, it's Robinhood. Okay, it's Binance. Those are the big wallets. So, all right. Does Elon hold some Doge now? Yes, he does. How much? We don't know. But it was something he bought for his son. So what does this mean? Well, Tim Stebbing, Dogecoin Foundation, says, I welcome Qubic's attempt, right? It's on hash rate. This is a decentralized proof of work, sacred cow network. It's working as intended. It's working as intended. So he, from the Dogecoin Foundation side, is saying, let's see what you can do, right? At the same time, though, and I like that, right? It's like, okay, these guys are going to test out the Dogecoin network. Who is, can these people really get to that kind of 51% attack on Dogecoin? Okay, so that's interesting. But then he goes on this whole thing about proof of stake and all of this stuff. And I'm like, I can't get into this. I just can't get into that whole proof of stake thing. But others are actually much more like Ronan Doge here. He's kind of has a very good take on this between proof of stake and proof of work. I come from proof of work that's energy that is actually creating coins, right? It's not just somebody like clicking a button, right? Proof of stake, like XRP. Well, XRP was pre-mined 100%, and then they just make new tokens whenever they want to at a click of a button, right? There's no mining going on. Where Dogecoin is every minute of every hour of every day, right? 10,000 new Doge every minute awarded to miners, providing the energy to the system to keep it safe and secure. Now, if these Qubic guys are going to come in here and they're going to like blow it up and show that we can do a 51% attack, again, Tim Stebbing said, let's see if you can do it, right? Let's see what you can do it. Because Dogecoin is a huge network compared to Monero. Much, much larger. Much more difficult to do. So there's that. It's I mean, the cost of electricity, physics and energy, backing the value of coins. You can talk about that. Is it really worth all of the effort to create these new coins? So far, people are making money doing it. Miners are making money mining the coins. So as long as that continues to happen, right, then proof of work cryptos are fine. And there isn't an exponential increase in the cost of energy coming up anytime soon. And mining rigs, yeah, the hash rate goes up, but the hash rate goes up at the same time compute power is also exponentially going up. So I think the mining rigs are keeping up with the increase in the hash. So I don't think it's such a big deal. I really don't. But one of this guy's thoughts was ASICs, and that ASICs are limiting. He says they hold us back more than they hold us up. The technology is old and constraining, preventing growth or innovation, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so now we can talk about the actual type of mining that is being done, and the ASICs are the cards. But again, he's just saying he thinks that it's limiting. And I'm like, computers have a way of figuring things out to make things go faster and to increase. Sometimes it's a workaround, but they have a way of figuring things out. So again, I think it's kind of half FUD. The network is going to move forward. Now, in reality, if you switch from proof of work to proof of stake, you're replacing energy with time. You get rid of the whole energy thing. You get rid of the whole mining thing. I don't know. Then you're relying on people to stake their Dogecoin, right? And that's what we see with proof of stake, like a Solana, like a Cardano, and now like ETH, right? You need a network that you're going to get at least 50% of the holders to stake. You want at least 50% of the circulating supply of the tokens to be staked, so you don't have a 51% attack on a proof of stake cryptocurrency. And I'm just like, really? So that's what this is about right now. A lot of people talking about it. My take is right now, okay, so let's see what these Qubic guys can do. Are they really going to be able to do that 51% or not? You want to stake your Dogecoin? There's no staking. Dogecoin, you cannot stake your Dogecoin now. It's not a proof of stake cryptocurrency. There's no staking. It's proof of work. It takes energy, the actual energy of the mining that creates the new Dogecoin. Proof of stake is no energy. They just want you to tie up your tokens to avoid security vulnerabilities. And to do that, they're going to give you some extra tokens. That's what staking is. There's no staking in Dogecoin. Dogecoin is not a proof of stake crypto. Just like Bitcoin, there's no staking of Bitcoin. You don't stake your Bitcoin. It's proof of work. All right. Yes, there's Etherscan for Dogecoin. You can look at wallets. You can look at transactions. You can go to, here's one of them. There's many of them. I use a dogechain.info. You can go to dogechain.info here, and you can see the actual new blocks being created. And so here they are. Here's the new blocks being created. The 5,840,080th block was just created a minute ago. There were 64 transactions on that block. And you can go and you can look at that block and you can look at all the details. You can also, up here in the upper right-hand corner, you can put in a wallet and you can look at any Dogecoin wallet here as well. So this is what I use, is just Dogechain, dogechain.info. And there you can see what's going on. So that is for Dogecoin, okay? So what does this mean overall? Look, the ETFs are coming, right? In a couple, we don't want to have these big funds, right, that are about to do these ETFs, right? We don't want them getting all worried that there's a problem with Dogecoin and they're going to pull their ETF applications before. Just like, this is the kind of stuff that goes on that I just shake my head and I just go, oh man, everything is building up really nice for Dogecoin right now. And the whole thing of Doge OS is to keep the layer 1 proof of work, Dogecoin blockchain just humming along, and Doge OS just works all above that and does all this other stuff with ordinals and games and launching of new tokens and all those other things it's going to do, and it'll work all just fine on a proof of work blockchain. So yeah. And then one last thing on the safety and security of crypto, I do have to say, if you are one who wants to hold your crypto long term, I do recommend getting yourself a hardware wallet. Ledger is still having a sale. One more day on the sale. One more day. I have a link in the description below if you want to check out Ledger hardware wallets. You basically are going to get a rebate in Bitcoin. The amount of the rebate varies depending on which one you buy. If you buy a Ledger Stacks, you will get $80 worth of Bitcoin into your Bitcoin wallet. Flex, you'll get $70. The Nano X, you'll get $50. And the Nano S Plus, which is the one I use, a $79 purchase price, you will get $30 of Bitcoin rebated into your Bitcoin wallet. So check that out. I have a link in the description below. It takes you directly to this page right here of where you can make your purchase. I do get a small little affiliate income if you buy using my link. But you heard it from me, because I'm the one who keeps you up to date on these sales right here and talks about the importance of crypto hardware wallets. If you have any questions about them, I will be glad to entertain them. All right, let's get into our Q&A. There's a lot going on, a lot of uncertainty about the big 51% attack and all that. Hopefully I've talked enough about it so that you understand that Dogecoin is not crashing. Right? This isn't happening. And you see, with all this talk that's been going on about Dogecoin today, about this 51% attack, right? Well, what's happening to the Dogecoin price? It's actually kind of been going up a little bit. It's not crashing, right? This was last night, the retrace last night, and that wasn't about the 51%. That was Bitcoin going down, which I covered again in my video this morning. This pullback in Bitcoin from 118 all the way down to 115. I covered that this morning. It had nothing to do with these guys saying that they were going to do this so-called attack on Dogecoin. So, all right, what's going on, guys? Sideways accumulation and then bump. Well, there you go, right there, right? That's it. If I transferred my Dogecoin from cold wallet to Robinhood, would it be instant or at least within 24 hours? Yeah. So if you transfer from wallet to wallet Dogecoin on the blockchain with no exchanges involved, it's done within 1 minute, right? You send me your wallet. Let's say you hold your wallet on Exodus or Ledger. Mine's a MyDoge wallet, right? And I send you Doge, you have it in a minute. As soon as you get an exchange involved, however, you are not sending the Dogecoin to your wallet on an exchange. You're sending it to an exchange wallet. That transfer takes 1 minute. However, the exchange on their side, they've got to do a little work to get that crypto into your account. So the actual transfer of the Doge takes 1 minute. You're not going to see it though for an hour or more because the coins went to a Robinhood wallet, and then somebody on their end then needs to credit your account, is what that is. All right. Yeah, Robinhood has, well, they have hot and cold wallets. Robinhood has many wallets. They have hot wallets that they use to do these transfers back and forth. And then over time, they take blocks of those hot wallet coins and then they move them to a cold wallet. So they have both. Okay. They have both. All right, let me scroll up a little bit. XLM is better than XRP, Max. They will find that there's no issue with the proof of work Doge system, which will be bullish. I love that. I think that's where it's going to end up as well. Trezor is safer than Ledger for you, Etherblock. Tell me why. Why do you think Trezor is safer than Ledger? Did you have a problem with Ledger or did you just hear FUD? I feel really good about Doge. Goes down, I will keep buying. The groups have their own initiative. I think they're trying to prove a point. There's some AI kind of, this Qubic group, something related with AI. And I think they're trying to just make a name for themselves to do something. I'm not sure what. Many do not want the Dogecoin ETFs, Max. That's true. I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted on the whole Dogecoin ETF thing because I think by having Dogecoin ETFs, it's going to open up Dogecoin and crypto to more people than it normally would if you didn't have them. There's also going to be more buying of Dogecoin by those fund managers, be the Grayscale, Bitwise, 21 shares, right? They're going to be buying Dogecoin to match all the ETF buying that's going on. That should help Dogecoin's price. That's good. What I don't like about it is they're not buying the actual Dogecoin like they should be. They should have the actual Dogecoin and actually be using on the blockchain, use the Dogecoin. So it kind of goes against that whole like anti-bank, because you get these funds, right? You got Grayscale, right? Now Grayscale is holding your Doge. You don't actually hold the Doge if you buy the ETF. And they're making money off of it, right? Because they're charging you fees. People ask me all the time, should I buy the ETF or should I buy Doge? And I'm like, you buy the Doge. You don't buy the ETF. The ETF, when you buy it, you're going to get a bad price and you're going to get hit with fees holding an ETF because Grayscale, Bitwise, 21 shares are going to make money off of you buying that Doge. So, hey, music. Yes, I was at Tanglewood yesterday. Yep. Boston Symphony Orchestra. Heard some great music. And then music. You're going to like this. Even then, so we went to dinner afterwards. And guess who was sitting at the table right next to us? Yves Jean, who was the pianist who did the piano concerto, and the conductor, the guest conductor, as well as Saturday's guest conductor, along with one of the managers of the BSO and Tanglewood. We're all sitting at the table right next to us. So that was cool. Afterwards, they were like right there. They were having a good time. They were enjoying themselves. It was a good concert, though. It's fun to go out there and hear some great music. Thank you for watching. Or thank you for posting. We got a super sticker here by William. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Thank you. Can I see how much the exchanges hold? Yes. So we go to this other website called bitinfocharts.com. bitinfocharts.com. And we come over to Dogecoin, and they have a separate page called the Top 100. So you click on that. And here's what they say. Here's this first wallet, this DEG wallet. It has 28 billion Dogecoin. Yes, 28 billion Dogecoin are in this one wallet, which is presently worth $6.4 billion. And what does it say? It's a Robinhood cold wallet. Here's the second largest, which is 9.6 billion Dogecoin. And who owns that? Upbit. Upbit owns that. Here's the third largest wallet, which is 9.4 billion Dogecoin. And who owns that? It's Binance. There's another Binance, another Binance. This one is Cryptsy. This is BitHum. This is Gate.io. This is Bybit. This is Kraken. There's another Kraken. There's another Kraken. There's Crypto.com, etc., etc., etc. This is the thing Elon did not know back in 2021, that these big, large wallets, they weren't whales who are going to dump all the coins. No, these are exchange wallets that are holding the wallet, holding Doge on your behalf. So when you buy Dogecoin on Robinhood, you are not buying actual Dogecoin. Okay? When you buy Dogecoin on Robinhood, you are not buying the actual Dogecoin. You're buying the price. Because they already have the Dogecoin. It's sitting in these big wallets. They've got about 10 huge wallets. And they hold it on your behalf. So, that's what that is. Danny, there's a single wallet that holds 20% of all Dogecoin in circulation. Yeah, there it is. It's right there. I'm showing you that right now. It actually used to be about 36 billion. Now it's down to about 28 billion because they move coins around. Okay, this is Robinhood. They're not going to dump 28 billion Doge onto the markets. Robinhood's not going to do that. They're making so much damn money off of Dogecoin. They want Dogecoin to be safe and secure. They want everybody buying Dogecoin, selling Dogecoin, whatever, trading it, so they make money. That's what they want. Okay? All rightio. We need Elon to buy 51% of the Doge. How much money could Dogecoin make? Or can Dogecoin holders make if Dogecoin changed from proof of work to proof of stake? Well, why don't you ask all the ETH holders who lost a ton of money when the ETH went from proof of work to proof of stake? That was not good. That was not good for ETH. So I think Doge will prove more resistant than Monero, make people even more bullish. Dogecoin has a strong network. I think so too, Scrimp Lover. Exactly the same. And I think that's what Tim Stebbing was saying here when he basically said, hey, bring it on. I welcome Qubic's attempted takeover of Dogecoin. Right? It's like, yeah, give it a try. Go for it. You feel safe with your crypto on Robinhood? Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's not your crypto. It's just an exchange, and not even an exchange. It's just an investing platform is all Robinhood is. It's not your crypto. You're just buying the price. That's it. Nothing's going to happen, right? You're not going to lose anything, right? But it's not yours. It's not yours. You're just buying the price. Like, sub. Yeah, you can't compare Ledger to Robinhood, Etherblock. Ledger, you actually own the coins. That's the difference. You actually own the coins then. Not like Robinhood where you're just buying the price. Big money's going to come in. I like to like. Appreciate everybody liking the stream. Thank you very much. Again, I'm here just keeping it real, telling the truth of what's going on, right? So you guys know what you're buying. You're buying into Doge. You got to know what you're buying. No hard cap, right? It's not like Bitcoin. It's not the same thing, right? It's got a different use case. Got different people are building different things on Dogecoin than they are Bitcoin. Tell your friends and neighbors. When is the AnonCoin thing coming out? Good question. Good question, Martin. I don't know. The Doge OS team is not putting out any dates yet. It's still all testnet. It's all testnet stuff. So I don't know when it becomes mainnet and it's out there for everyone to start using. They haven't announced that yet. You're going to shout out Doge from your patio, Ryan? They haven't attacked Dogecoin yet. They've been attacking Monero last week. They say the next coin that they're going to attack is Dogecoin. They didn't mention dates. Northern Orbit, I asked a question in our CEO Quick Connect about investing in crypto for 401k. I already knew the answer was no, but you had to put a plug in for crypto. Yep. Most of the 401k plan administrators are not going to be adding crypto. Even though they will be allowed to, most of them won't do it. So yeah. There is a history of Mondays of not being good trading days for crypto, yes. More often than not, we see red days on Mondays. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it. Tuesdays have been a little unsettling too, Ron. Maybe I just take each day as it comes. It's not going to go down just because it's a Tuesday. People can do a super chat if they want. I do take those. Do I have a full wallet guide? I do not. I just tell you what I use, right? I use is a cold storage wallet. I use Ledger. It's great. It works perfect for me. I don't need to get a Tangent, right? I don't need to get others to try out. This works, so I promote it. I also use a MyDoge wallet on my phone. It works. I promote it. I don't get any affiliate income from MyDoge wallet. I just love it as a Dogecoin wallet. I think it's awesome. And I also use Exodus as a wallet. Although you can get an app for it, I don't use the app. I use it on my other laptop because I could do staking there. And so that's why I was staking Solana and Cardano and VeChain and ETH. You can stake it there. I didn't want to stake off of my Ledger. I didn't want Ledger Live doing, safety, security, long term. That's what I use. Why are some people saying we won't have 4-year cycle? Because they think that because of all of the institutional buying of Bitcoin, we're not going to have a big bear market in 2026. Me? Wait and see. I'm not planning on being 100% loaded up on crypto in January of 2026. I am going to be taking profits this fall. If crypto keeps going up in 2026 and I miss that train, so be it. But I still believe in the 4-year cycles. With your luck, if you put it in a hardware wallet, it would probably stop working. Well, there's some negative thinking there, mister. Oh, yeah, we got some panicking going on, DB. I'm trying to keep it real, though. You know me. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate it. It's something nobody else is doing, particularly with Dogecoin. So, and Dogecoin has done me very well, so I'm giving back. And I just keep people up to date on what is going on. Very interesting, Orbison says. Yeah. Can you see how many coins whales have accumulated? Well, if you know a whale wallet, you can go look at their wallet. So, and you can look at it on Dogechain, or you could look at it here on BitInfo charts too. You can take any wallet. Let's look at this wallet. I don't know what it is. DGTDR wallet. There's 1 billion Dogecoin in that wallet. You can just click on it and you can see here are all of selling and buying. I think these are transferring. This is probably just another exchange wallet. I mean, 17 million Dogecoin out, 4.8 million Dogecoin in, 2.7 million Dogecoin in, 10 million Dogecoin out. See, these aren't sales. These are transfers. So this is probably another exchange wallet that isn't identified which exchange this is yet. That's what I think this is. So, yep. Again, it's all blockchain, right? It's all on the blockchain. I don't know anything about Public, William. I don't know. I haven't even looked at their app. I don't know what their prices are. I don't know if it's a real exchange or it's just you're like Robinhood where you're just buying the price. I don't know. The money in my bank account isn't mine either. That's right. You got that right. You guessed correctly. The money in your bank account is not yours. That is correct. It's the banks. And the bank is going to use that money to make them more money. That's what they do. Stebbing is a boss. Yes, he is. I still don't understand the proof of stake agenda, though, because he does seem to be keeps bringing that up. And I don't fully understand why. Something going on. So Elon has been talking, the old Vine, what was it, 4-second videos or whatever I forget what the maximum length of time of a Vine video clip was. But back in the day, there was this thing that I think Twitter bought Vine, or Vine was an independent thing and Twitter gave them a platform. I don't remember the history of it, but you could make these little video clips and they were hilarious. They were at 15 seconds, 7 seconds. I don't know. Let's ask Grok. Grok, what is max length of Vine video clip? We'll see what Grok says. 6.5 seconds. There you go. Ryan, you were so close. It was due to frame rate calculations. 6 seconds and 14 frames at 28.77 FPS. Then in 2016, Vine extended the maximum length to 140 seconds for select users as part of a beta test. But the roughly 6-second limit remained for standard most users. Vine shut down in 2017. 2017, wow, that was a while ago. Anyway, someone recently made a Vine token, right? Just stupid crap token, called it Vine, right? Because Elon started hinting that X was going to be playing with videos, maybe allowing you to upload your own videos, and maybe they would do it kind of like Vine, and maybe they would bring back the old Vine too. Somebody made a token. Vine was way ahead of its time, wasn't it? That was a long time ago now, but it truly was. Before TikTok even, there was Vine. Are Robinhood's fees high? No, there's no fees. People like it because it's stock and crypto, yes. But there's no fees. In crypto, you're just not getting a good price. Stocks, you get the price whatever it is. Really easy to trade stocks on Robinhood. You don't have to worry about the price like crypto. Crypto, though, has a big spread between the bid and ask price, but there's no fees. Yeah, Pengu's looking a little weak right now, Orbit. I saw that. It'll be back. It'll be back. Elon will react when the attack fails. We'll see. Khan, you weren't here at the beginning when I told you about what Qubic is about, right? They're not setting out to ruin Dogecoin and cause it to crash. Okay? You can go back and watch what I said. Do we attack first, Stickman? The Stickman always comes up with a good one, right? We should just attack first. Let's go attack Qubic, right? That's good. I like that. I like that. Greetings, Pavlos, to Greece. How are you? Will rates be cut in September? I think so. Is it already priced in the market? What is priced in? What isn't priced in? I don't know anymore. I really don't know. September is still like 4 weeks away. It's 4 weeks away still. And I'm just like, when it comes to that day, there are going to be expectations for a rate cut. If the rate gets cut, crypto could go on a little run. Sure. Could go on a little run. Charlotte, is this the end? Yep, this is the end. This is the end, my friend. Ah, the old head and shoulders, Frank. Got to watch out for those head and shoulders. Can you connect a ledger with your bank? No. Why would you want to do that, Maramello? No. You don't want the bank anywhere near your ledger. The banks are trying to get their filthy paws all over crypto. You don't want it on your crypto. No. Yes, you can cold storage Doge from Robinhood, David. I have successfully transferred Dogecoin from Robinhood to my ledger and from my ledger back to Robinhood. What they're sending you is the real Doge out of one of their wallets, not what you're buying, because when you buy on Robinhood, there's no Dogecoin exchange. There's no blockchain post of any Dogecoin when you buy and sell on Robinhood. But when you transfer, now that is a blockchain event from a Dogecoin wallet to another Dogecoin wallet. It's just one of Robinhood's hot wallets, right? That they're transferring the Doge from or to. So yes, you can transfer your Dogecoin or the Dogecoin you think you bought on Robinhood. You could transfer Dogecoin from Robinhood to another wallet. It can be a MyDoge wallet. It could be Exodus. It could be somebody else's. You can transfer money to a company out of Robinhood if they're accepting Dogecoin as payment. You can do all of that with Robinhood. Crypto goes up and down on days that end in Y. Absolutely. Yeah, Etherblock, I get that, right? Withdraw your crypto from the central exchanges, get them into your hardware wallets. I agree, but there are a lot of people who don't want to mess with the hardware wallet. They're in it just to make money. They don't care about the whole self-custody crypto thing. They bought on Robinhood. They just want to keep it there. They want to sell it when it's much higher, make a lot of money, and they don't care about the whole cryptocurrency self-custody side of this. They're just investing to make money. So there's a lot of that. Kevin thinks it's unsettling yo-yo trades until the end of October and beginning of November. We shall see. The Duchess is in the building. Welcome, Duchess. No, you don't need to get your money out of Robinhood and rebuy on a different exchange. You can just transfer to a wallet if you want to transfer to a wallet. So, thank you, Christian. I will keep keeping it real. Appreciate it. Jason, I've got half my Doge on Ledger, half on Robinhood. Take some time to move coins from Robinhood to Ledger. They cap your transfers. And that, again, that transfer is a Robinhood problem. It's not a Dogecoin problem. It just, because you're transferring not from your own personal wallet on Robinhood. Robinhood gives you a wallet address to use, but it's not really your wallet. So somebody on the Robinhood side has to actually physically move that Dogecoin for you. Yep, it's not my crypto if I invest on Robinhood. I guess my main focus is making money when you sell on Robinhood's crypto. There you go. Matt is Exactly right there. Hey, Devin, how are you? Can we expect Dogecoin to hit 25 cents? I do. I expect it to get back to 25 cents, at least. Due to the impact of Donald Trump's tariffs, my weekly cost of goods cost me extra funds, and I can no longer afford to do a giveaway this week. Yeah. But hey, yes, as Ryan says, glad to have you here. Hang out with us. We can still have fun. I could double up next week. Thank you for the attention in this matter. I like it. Oh, so good. So good. Find volunteers for the Doge army. You want to go to battle against Qubic? Who are these guys? Who are these Qubic guys? I don't even know. Qubic. Who are these guys? Qubic is a decentralized network where unmatched scalable tech meets AGI, purpose-built from the ground up to surpass traditional blockchains. Ah, so they're doing this to say, we're better than you. That's what they're doing. They're saying, we are better than you. Qubic. Well, like Tim Stebbing says, bring it on. Bring it on, Qubic. See what you got. Yeah, I got it. If you want to attack, start mining Doge. That'd be a lot of miners. That'd be a lot of miners to try and get a 51% attack. Robinhood has a big buy spread. No fees, but big buy spread and a sell spread as well. Best form of defense is attack. Fight, fight, fight. If it drops to 19.7, you're all in. What if it drops to 19.9? Are you all in at 19.9? Maybe half in? The Bollinger Bands make it look like it was over after the election. Well, I mean, there was huge volume trading, right, into December, and the trading has really quieted down since then. That is true. Let's take a look, because we can probably see that probably on the weekly, right? There's our Bollinger Bands right here. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, but there's a shaded area. The blue line is the middle. The red line is the top of the Bollinger Bands. The bottom is the blue. Well, I think we can actually make these, yeah, we can make these thicker. Here we go. Make it a line. There's got to be a way to make it thicker, though. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Ah, now we can see better. All right, the red is the top of the Bollinger Band. The green is the bottom. Let's go to the weekly. And let's zoom back. Yeah. Yeah, maybe the daily. We'll get a better view of it on the daily. Well, we've had some big ones. We've had some big ones. May and July were pretty big. But yeah, nothing like November. November was huge. But that will come again. That will come again. Bollinger Bands. Kind of dead right now. Not much going on. If it drops to 17 cents, I'm all out. You're going to sell on the red candle, huh? I have it on an exchange. Interested in owning your own wallet? I need to do some research. Let me know if you have any specific questions, Maramello. Robinhood has a wallet app. Yes. If you have the purple Robinhood wallet app, of which you transfer the Doge off of the Robinhood green so-called exchange to the purple app, that is a wallet, then you own it. Yes, you can use that as well. I tried that out with some Polygon just to see if it worked, and it worked. And then Polygon crashed, and I only have like half the value now of what I bought on Polygon. But it was only like a couple $100. So Toroida says, I can self-custody, but I don't trust the hardware wallet. It could be stolen or damaged. I feel safer having in Robinhood. So Toroida, here, you want my hardware wallet? You can have it. Doesn't matter. I'll just get another one. If it's stolen, nobody can access it. If it's damaged, you just get another one. As long as you have your seed phrase, you're good. Right. If somebody steals this hardware wallet from me, they cannot access the Dogecoin on it unless they have my seed phrase. This is worthless to them. If this got damaged, I just buy another one, and when I start to set it up, instead of starting a new wallet, I'm going to say I'm restoring an existing wallet, and it'll say, okay, well, what's your seed phrase? Ah, I got my words. I type my words in, and it says, hey, I remember you. Here's your Dogecoin. It's not the hardware device. That's the thing. It's the seed phrase. That's the magic of the hardware wallet. This hardware wallet is only worth the price you pay for it. That's the beauty of the hardware wallet. Qubic is not connected to Robinhood. Sitting on a full crypto wallet is way more comfortable than sitting on a full traditional wallet. That's a good one, Tyler. Hello, howdy. The AI says they are not directly connected. I don't think Qubic has anything to do with Robinhood. Why do I want to own Pengu? I own a little because I think the price is going to go up. That's it. Yes, exactly, Anthony. The Robinhood buy spread is just them building in fees without saying their actual fees. Exactly. When I do a limit order on crypto, it says 0.85% fee. No, it shouldn't say that in Robinhood. It can say spread or something, but and again, when the price hits what your limit is on the screen, it's not going to fill until it gets lower or higher, depending on whether you're buying or selling. Right. Sell on the red candles and buy only on the big green ones. No! Yeah, it's a spread. It's not a fee. Exactly. It's a spread. Yep, David. The king of Bitcoin. That is me. Nobody has purchased Bitcoin at a higher price than I did. Yeah, that shouldn't have happened on Coinbase, Harold. That shouldn't have happened on Coinbase. Coinbase should have given you 118K. I don't know why. You could have caught it at a low volume of trading. And you probably weren't using advanced trading. You were using the app or the simple and not the advanced, where they rip you off. We've talked a lot about that on this channel, where you don't, if you're going to trade in Coinbase, do not use the app. Only if you use advanced trading, then you'll get the price. So yeah, Coinbase ripped you off. Even if you're a Coinbase 1, doesn't matter. Use advanced trading. Always, 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 always. Yes. If you just use the simple or the app, exactly what happened whenever you do a market order, that'll happen again. They rip you off. So when I looked at this last time, it was a couple years ago, where I really tracked a number of purchases between Robinhood and Coinbase. And to me, it came out about even. And I actually logged like what the current price was versus what I got when I did a market order on Robinhood, because that's your fee, right? Versus the fee you pay per transaction on Coinbase. It was pretty much a wash. Again, it was not a high volume situation. It was pretty low. On a high volume situation on Robinhood, that spread between bid and ask gets huge. And then you really get ripped off on Robinhood. That's why you don't really want to be buying in FOMO when the price is going up, because you'll get ripped off big time on Robinhood if you do that. So, hey, Joke Smoke in the house. Thank you for the super chat. Good afternoon. And Joke Smoke has given a membership, and who got it? Who got the membership here? Samuel Mays. Hey, Samuel, you're a member of the channel for the next month. Awesome. Awesome. Asian markets love the Pengu. They pump it at 3 in the morning. Yeah. Always use advanced mode. Yes. Coinbase friends, always use advanced mode. Jason, buying Dogecoin, scooped up another 221. You've been buying all your crypto that way on Coinbase since 20. Oh, Harold. Oh, man. Shaking your head. Yeah. Once you go advanced, you never go back. Once you see it, you'll see it. As soon as you trade on advanced, you'll see it and you'll go, man. And, Coinbase doesn't outwardly tell you about it. They've got the little switch in the lower left-hand corner. It's just sitting there, but you got to know it's there to click on it. And once you do, you're like, yeah, I'm never going back. Advanced is the only way to go. Thank you, 2 days. Always advanced mode. Advanced is the way. The candle charts, indicators, and you can draw lines and you can do all kinds of things on advanced mode as well. But you also get to see every purchase on the platform and the bid and the ask price live. So you know exactly what you're paying. Still in profit even after being ripped off. Well, crypto can do that for you, right? And you can do limit orders in advanced mode as well. You can set buys and sells, predicted price, order will fill. Yeah, check it out. Wendy's or Taco Bell. Ugh. Really? Those are my only choices? Wendy's or Taco Bell. Ah. They're both kind of not good for you. They're both kind of not good for you. I suppose it depends on what you buy, right? How much of the fried food you're going to get. You're like, don't do the French fries, right? Just skip that. Just get the burger with the lettuce and tomato and cheese. So, yeah. All right. I'm signing into Coinbase. Google Authenticator. I don't want to do passkey. No. Passkey. Scammers want your passkey. No. So, when you log into crypto or Coinbase, this is what you get, right? You get this. And here on the right, you can buy and sell. This is where you're going to get ripped off if you do that. No. You go down in the left over here, and you see this thing called Advanced right there, and there's a little button. Click that button, and welcome to a whole different world. This, my friends, is where you want to trade in Coinbase, is here. If you want $116,600 Bitcoin, you're going to get it right there because the spread is 0.01, right? Even if you do a market order, you're going to get that price right there. Not a ripoff. Not a ripoff. So, Doge. There's the current Doge, 22.48. If you buy Dogecoin now, you're going to get up to 22.49. That's what you're going to get right now. No ripoff. But you pay a small little fee. There'll be a little fee on each transaction, but you get the price. So you decide how you want to play that. Never noticed a little switch over there, huh? Little switch. Advanced mode. Okay, Matt, can you transfer off your ledger back onto Robinhood in larger quantities? I think there's a limit when you are accepting it back. Unless you're Robinhood Gold. If you're Robinhood Gold, you have a bigger limit. I think that's the difference. See, Taco Bell is better for you. Wendy's all day. Or mixed. If it has a drive-through, it's not good for you. Oh, that's good. I worked at a high-end Mexican restaurant. Most meals were $18. Oh, yeah. That's some good food, I bet. You're welcome. Yep. When I clicked advanced mode, it's like, wow. The whole new world opens up and you don't get ripped off. Advanced mode. Welcome to Coinbase. Crow is doing a free airdrop for Dogecoin in the Arena Club. Hey, Low Roller, welcome back. Hadn't seen you in a while. I did not see the thing about Doge. I'll check that out. My weekend was awesome. Went to a concert out at Tanglewood yesterday. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, of course, yeah. Make your burgers at home. I do that too. Taco Bell, I don't want to know how they make their burgers or their ground beef. I do not want to know. You did a test, 2248, got more Doge, advanced mode. Yep, there you go. That's how it works. You get the price right there. Well, now it's down to 2247, so you're losing. Sorry. You probably just bought a few, but I get it. You tried it out. It works. Yeah, isn't that something? Isn't that some advanced mode? And then they have a little button down here. Show you. They have a little button down here where you can turn it off. And then you go back to where you were. The rip-off page. Don't ever buy here. Don't ever buy here. You don't want to do that. It's advanced mode. Click it back on. Go into advanced. Do it right. Doing it right. The potatoes are the true Taco Bell hero. Really? The potatoes. In the Baja Blast. Does advanced mode work on the phone? Somebody said it did. I never used the app. In fact, I don't remember the last time I actually logged into the Coinbase app on my phone. Probably won't even work. Oh, I got to use a pin. I don't even remember. I'm not even going to try. Oh. So many shenanigans. Del Taco. Well, yeah, if you live in the West, you can have Del Taco. They don't have Del Taco here in the East. There's no Del Taco here. You're on a phone at work on Coinbase? Okay. I have not looked for the Pokemon cards. Been way too busy this summer. I have heard about robberies, though, yes. I'm having a salad. Ryan agrees. Del Taco. Yeah, we don't have Del Tacos up here. Not up here in New England. In the Southeast, you have Del Tacos? Yeah. I know, Nick, right? Next, you'll tell me you don't have In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, we don't have In-N-Out Burger. They're not up here either. We got Five Guys. You go to Five Guys and get like an army's full of fries. I don't even get the fries anymore at Five Guys. I just get the greasy burger. It is on the phone. Didn't know if it worked as well. I'm becoming convinced to swap everything from Robinhood to Coinbase. Coinbase Advanced Mode. Again, you pay a little fee for each transaction. Labubu toys are being stolen out of stores. How can small businesses accept Dogecoin? Well, there's a number of different ways to do that. You can just use your app for the few that will actually do a Dogecoin transaction, and you can just go with a MyDoge wallet, and then they can just scan your QR code and boom, transfer, done. Or you can go with some third party that's probably going to take a little fee. Your choice. If you're planning on doing a lot of business with Dogecoin as the transactional currency, then the third party would be the way to go. But if it's a onesie twosie thing, just use a MyDoge app. That's all you need. Taco Burano. I have no idea what that is. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Ah, look at that. Harold's making money. It's up to $22.49 now. $22.50. Harold, you're making money. Look at that. You are in the green. I just bought $1,000 worth of Solana. And you got 5.5, well, you call them coins. They're really tokens to be into Solana. Good luck with your Solana. Mustard grilled protein style at In-N-Out. Wow, I have no idea. I've never had an In-N-Out burger. Five Guys burgers are better, but a different price class. You just buy the burger. You don't buy the fries and the drink. They're so expensive. If you just get the burger, it's a meal. I tell you, it's a meal. You just eat the burger. You don't need the rest. Have some water. We do have Shake Shacks. Smaller burgers, very expensive. Shake Shacks are expensive here. Altizir bought more Doge, or Alteza, I mean. At the price level it's at, In-N-Out is unbeatable. Interesting. Yeah, we just don't have that. But the Five Guys, again, I learned, you just go and you buy the burger. That's it. You don't need the fries. They give you a mountain of fries, overpriced. Hey, Kronos, how are you? Gonna catch up? 2x. You were the 100th like of the stream. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how the whole XP thing works. I think if you haven't, I think you lose XP if you don't keep up with your chats. Something like that. You got to keep up with the chats. Yeah, I think you get them for the comment, but if you haven't commented in a while, they either start to go, something happened. I don't know. I don't really watch that. Forks is here. Better late than never. Welcome. Cha-ching. May the crypto be forever in your favor. I like that. Making me hungry. I'm getting hungry too. Right. You get the burger at Five Guys, and that's all you need. And that's a fair deal. That's a fair deal for the price. You just get the burger. You're dieting and the stream is making you want to eat a Big Mac. Charlotte. You should have a little grill in the back of your flat. You got to have a little grill there, and you got to have some fresh, lean hamburger meat. Make your own. I'm supposed to buy more Doge, not a burger. If I'm ever in San Diego, I will take you up on that, Nick. I'll take the in and out. Yes, I will do that. Never been. Oh, Stickman. The fries, really? Ugh. That's the worst. Although I'm curious about Ryan's fascination of potatoes. That at Taco Bell? They have potatoes at Taco Bell? Haven't seen Bull Run. In arena clubs. Free airdropped Pepe coin. Tried to buy the bottom and it dipped lower. Story of our lives, right? Never going to get the bottom. Never going to sell at the top. The XP system is specifically for Charlotte to win by buying super chats. Exactly. You don't lose XP. You just stop gaining them. All right. I don't follow that. Yeah, we have Shake Shacks. I've been a few times. It's expensive. You're just here to XP farm. Yeah, I'm ignoring him, Nick. This is an XP comment. Did you get your points for that, Jason? Anyone to buy some XP? Yeah. I'll trade you some XP for some Doge. You want to go to the Tesla drive-in, order a Doge dog, and pay with Dogecoin. Well, that last part is not available. The pay with Dogecoin. Doge is about to move. A double Whopper from Burger King? I guess you just You don't have a lot of time. You're working so hard, right? And so you just, the double Whopper from Burger King. And here we're talking about like Five Guys and In-N-Out. And you're like, oh, Burger King. Awesome. Delicious. The chicken McTesticles. Cheesy Fiesta potatoes and spicy potato. Soft taco. Huh. You're going to turn the sound off? I think the food thing is going to go on through the rest of the stream here, Charlotte. It's just like, if McDonald's accepted Dogecoin, you'd get a Big Mac. You know, I would probably do that too and record it, you know, just because that would be a cool thing, but that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. I think the Five Guys burger is much better than Shake Shack's. It's a bigger burger. You get a lot more. The Shake Shack burger is kind of a little small. Yeah, did you notice that, Doug? Talk about a place that fell off. Exactly, Nick, right? Burger King. Try the Dave's Triple from Wendy's. I've had one of those a long time ago. That's a lot of beef. Where's the beef? Remember that commercial? Where's the beef? No, Chadwick, we're just taking a breather. Bull market isn't over. It's not up only. We're just having some fun here. Monday evening. We spent an hour talking about all the important stuff. So go back and watch that. About the 51% attack on Dogecoin. Learn something. Learn something. You need the calories, sweating all day. I know, you're a working man. I get it. I get it. No, I called the top, Chadwick. And I even bought Dogecoin at 125 to prove it was the top. I called it. Ah. Burger King to Five Guys, the equivalent of calling Olive Garden high-end Italian. But Olive Garden has the rolls. Charlotte comes in for the #1 crown. You have been crowned. Oh. Hey, Prajwal. You like the Big Mac dressing, really? Big Mac dressing. You're better off eating burger meal at Chili for $3. Oh, okay. Yeah, Chili's has some good deals. I agree. Applebee's. I can't remember the last time I was at an Applebee's. The day I come to the US, I'm going to try all the food places. So much for the diet. God. Yeah, some new guy coming in to learn about crypto. We're talking burgers. Oh. Just go back to the beginning. I do a nice 15-minute thing on all the things going on in crypto. We're just chilling now. We're just chilling. And Dogecoin's going to the moon. Be patient. Thank you, Samuel. Is it a good time to sell? Oh. Yep. Kriss bought the top. Can't do better than Kriss. King of Bitcoin. That's me. Oh, yeah, Martingale. Yep. She took it from you. She actually took it from you. Oh, Olive Garden is high end. I am Kriss Sailor now. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I can hear that laugh with that French accent. The Bitcoin liquidation chart. Well, Beast, that is the first time we've had that request. I've had the pinger on and nothing's been happening. There's nothing going on. It's been an hour since we had a Pepe liquidation an hour ago. Nothing over 200K since then. In an hour. That tells you how dead the markets are. Dead. While we're waiting for that, just so people know, there is a sale still going on. One more day for crypto hardware wallets from Ledger. Check the link in the description below. Buy a Ledger, get some free Bitcoin. Try that out. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin did go up a little bit and took out a few shorts here, about $55 million worth. And that was like 4 hours ago. Since then, sideways. Pretty boring. Boring day today. Quarter pounder with cheese. I remember them being pretty plain. I like to have the lettuce and the tomato, you know. Just without it, it's like all you get is like a lousy pickle. Just too plain for me, Doug. The McDoubles with the max sauce instead of ketchup and add lettuce. There you go. Add some lettuce. You're doing special orders at McDonald's. Oh. The parallels between burgers and crypto has many layers. Yeah, us in the US, we don't know how much a stone is, so I hope it's a lot. We don't know what a stone is, so good for you for your lost stone. Hope you lose another. A stone. Yeah, and then she answers in kilograms. That doesn't help. We don't know how much a kilogram is either. Doesn't help. Doesn't help at all. How much are those burgers? We just talked about a whole range from like $5 to $15, depending on which place and what kind of burger. The burger coin. Burger coin. Buck is saying October 18th, Dogecoin is going to hit 69 cents market. He's calling it now. October 18th, Dogecoin will hit 69 cents. All right. I like that. 69 cents. Grimace coin. That's what we should have done. You got one of these from Amazon? Awesome. I got one too. Right here. Love it. And I had another one that I gave away on stream about a year and a half ago. Derek won it. Another fun thing to have. What do I own now? I own Bitcoin. I own Dogecoin. I own Bonk. I own Pengu. I own Pump.Fun. I own Peak. I own Crow. And then I also own, in this portfolio, Doge, Bitcoin, XRP, Jasmy, ETH, Algo, Litecoin, Sheeb, Stacks, and Sui. And then over on PayPal, I also own Litecoin and Ethereum. I think that's all I got now. That's all I got now. And I'm going to trim that down this fall. What happened to the markets? Go watch from the beginning, Isfandyar. We covered that. And we're talking burgers now. We're talking burgers. I don't know where PaxCat is. I haven't seen him today. Maybe he's stuck somewhere. I have no idea. Where is PaxCat? Yeah, I'm not going to go to Burger King at all. Yep. All the usernames in the chat went to the ats again. Smash Burger. I have not had a smash burger. I don't see one of those around here either. I went to Vegas and I didn't go to In-N-Out. Nope. Now, an In-N-Out, no, wait, no, it's a Five Guys that's under construction at the Venetian. But I don't even know where there was an In-N-Out. Again, I was on the Strip. I didn't have a car. So if I had rented a car, I probably could have driven to an In-N-Out somewhere. But didn't do that. Yeah, we use pounds. No, I have no idea what a kilogram is or a stone. No idea. I don't like AI ID verification on YouTube. They ask you under 18 years old. I'm sure they're watching for more than just you watching a kid's show. I'm sure there are patterns of a history that will tell them it's a kid. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You buy Bitcoin every week, Chadwick? You won't go wrong. Good for you. We've got a small little giveaway today, huh? Goose? Uh-huh. Let's see what we got here. $15.9 Dogecoin. The fee. They took the fee. They took the fee. 15.9 Doge. Oh my God. Too funny. Nah. Who wants 15.9 Dogecoin? The word of the day is burger. Ha! It's burger. If anybody wants 15.9 Dogecoin, actually 15.8 is what you're going to get. 15.8 Dogecoin. We're going to do one drawing. If you want 15.8 Dogecoin, type the word burger in the chat. 15.8 Dogecoin, type the word burger in the chat, and we will do a drawing. If you have never been here for a drawing for Dogecoin before, welcome. We do random drawings for Doge, and the giveaway tool will randomly pick from everybody who has typed the word burger in the chat. If you type the word burger in the chat 10 times, you still only get one entry. You don't get 10 entries. You just get one. When we do the spin, if your name comes up, there'll be confetti and all that. Woohoo, yay, yay. You have to be in the chat and you have to acknowledge you won by saying woohoo, yay, finally won, whatever. And then you have to decide whether you're going to accept the Dogecoin or you just wanted to win. You're going to pass it on, let somebody else win. You can just say pass it on. And that's how we do it here on the KrissPax channel. This is going to be 15.8 Dogecoin. That's going to get sent. Now, if you're the winner and you accept, you need to be able to send me an email that has your YouTube handle in it and your Dogecoin wallet so I know where to send the Doge. So you have to do that too. Forex is trying to manipulate the giveaway tool with a little super chat there. Trying to do a little manipulation there with the super sticker. Nice. With the burger. Yeah, Dogecoin, that's not going to help you win this one. It's burger today. You have to type the word burger. Oh, Forex he's doing the double super sticker. MB, if you win, you're going to pass it on. Well, you need to tell me if you win. You will say pass it on. And we are going to give away 15.8 Dogecoin today. Do we have everybody in? We got everybody's burgers in the chat. Last chance. Okay, Marlon's in. Here we go. We're going to draw. Let's go. Who's going to win the burger? I mean, the Doge. Joke Smoke. Joke Smoke wins the burger. Oh. Say, Joke, what goes around comes around, right? Do only good every day. Do only good every day. You've never won? Is that right? You've never won. Well, today's your day, Smoke. And thank you. He's passing it on, everybody. He's passing it on. But he is one who is very generous on the channel, giving away memberships. I always appreciate that. That's awesome. But he's passing it on. So we are going to respin. You don't have to type burger into the chat again. Everybody's all queued up. Got one more entry and we'll have 69. One more burger from somebody who hasn't. Leon's got it. All right, 69 entries we go. Well, somebody else got one. 70. Let's go. Let's go. Who's going to win? Richard Terwellen. is the winner. 15.8 a Dogecoin. For our friend Richard. Congrats. Pax Cat's here. Hey. What you doing, buddy? What you doing? Don't step on my keyboard. You're causing trouble. Yep, the cat is here. Is Richard here? Yeah. Jason. I see. With an open mind. He can smell burgers. Can you smell burgers? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. You're welcome, Richard. You're welcome. All right, gang, guess what? We now have, for those that are here, we've got 99 Dogecoin to give away. So we're going to have 3 spins now for 33 Dogecoin each. How about that? Jason, thank you. Let me find my, now because it's going to be more than one, I actually have to find my list now. I got to write these down. Where is it? Come on. I should have saved it right here. There it is. Oklahoma onion burger. What's that? $33 Doge will get you 33 burgers in the future. Well, if you win this Doge, you can do whatever you want. All right, my friends, are we ready? Is anybody new here? You have to type the word burger, which is the word of the day, in order to be eligible to win Dogecoin today. The word is burger. So far, Richard Terwellen has won some Doge. We are now ready to spin again. Are you ready? Is everybody ready? Yes, it must be burger with a capital B. All right, let's go. What do you think, Kat? Huh? Who's going to win? Fork's going to win? Charlotte going to win? We shall see. You don't get to choose. Pax Cat doesn't choose. Stephen Blaze. Hey, Stephen. Forks is trying again. Look at that. Hey, Stephen. Congratulations. Litecoin helps Dogecoin by securing its blockchain through merge mining. That is correct, Cal Crypto. Dang it. I know, Stephen, right? Dang it. All right, we've got our first. We are going to go for our second of 33 Dogecoin. Let's go. Let us go. Leon Abel from 1972. Hello, Leon. Congratulations. Yeah, there were a lot of close calls there. Stickman was close. You have to be here to win here. You have to be here to win here. Leon, are you still in the chat? It's one of our rules. Yep, we have Doge in the background here, now at 2254, curling up. It's liking that we are giving away Dogecoin. Mr. Leon, we're going to have to do a countdown. All right. Are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, Leon. You got to be here to win here. We're going to respin for Leon on the second lot of 33 Dogecoin. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, Pax Cat, who's going to win? Oh, almost me. It's Miramello. I was so close. Oh, Leon, you're here. Now you say yes. Are you on a time delay, Leon? Not rigged. Exactly. Not rigged. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so we will have one more spin then. One more spin. Okay, here we go. Last spin. Protege. XX Protege. Protege. I like that name. That's very good. Proda J. Hey, you're here. Congrats. Here you are. Congrats. All right. So for the winners, you send me an email to KrissCrypto@gmail.com. That's KrissKrypto, KrissCrypto@gmail.com. And in the email, send me your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet. I need to know your Dogecoin wallet address so I know where to send the Doge tonight. So congrats to everybody. Tonight I will be sending out the Doge. That's not what I wanted to do. Dogecoin is going up though. Look at that. Dogecoin moving up. Oh, that's the thing I need to do. This one. Get rid of that. Look at Doge, 2262. It is starting to curl up here, breaking out of the Bollinger Band. It's a 15-minute Bollinger Band. We don't follow Bollinger Bands on 15 minutes. Doesn't mean anything. But that's a nice green candle there because we're doing only good every day. Run, Doge, run. Run, Doge, run. Yep, 2269. We're close. The penguins are pumping. I haven't looked at Pengu in a while. Yeah, starting to. It's a little slow on the draw. Doge. Congratulations again to all the winners. Thank you, Duchess. Can I have a bite of that burger? Well, I know how many wins you have, DB. I know exactly how many wins you have. I write it all down in case I get audited. I have it all written down. Day by day, forgetting about Chinese noodles. And we're talking burgers today. Giveaway got us out of that though, right? You just bought some penguins. Whenever you watch a live stream on YouTube, you type in all eyes on Doge. That's awesome. People are wondering, what does that mean? Doge. Yeah, not drinking today. I was drinking Tanqueray and tonics last night. Tanqueray and tonics. They're very good. Did you see my dinner plate from last night? It was good. It was good. There's my dinner plate. And there's my almost empty gin and tonic right there. Almost empty. That was my dinner plate from last night's dinner. It was so good. We had steak tartare for an appetizer. And this is a roasted pork on polenta with a pesto, broccoli, rabi, and spicy peppers. Ah, so good. So good. Ah, look at Dogecoin. Woo! Woo! You know, Prajwell, yep, I'm always around. Except for yesterday. Because I was at a concert and then had dinner afterwards. Yeah. Nice dip today, Ramon. What band? The Boston Symphony Orchestra. That was the band. The Boston Symphony Orchestra at Tanglewood. That was the band. The peppers were spicy, yes. Not a burger. Exactly. Why did the Dogecoin go to therapy? Because it had too many rough days in the market and couldn't stop chasing its tail. A crunch wrap, 2 soft tacos, bag of Sour Patch, tall glass of milk, and a smoke. Steak tartare? Steak tartare. Yes. It was a friend of mine from New York. That he drove up from New York. I drove over from Boston. We met in Lenox. Enjoyed the concert. Had dinner together after. He actually plays music. I don't play, but he goes to lots of concerts. He knows it all. Trump invested in Hedera too. Awesome. But you don't have to post it multiple times, okay, Ayaz? One post is enough. Okay? One post is enough. You walked into the UPS store. The stream was live. What did they play? They played a piece from Still, who's an African-American composer, played a piece from Franz Liszt, and then did a short and a long from yeah, you know, what's his name? I can't remember it. Oh, it was a good concerto number 3 from can't remember the name. He wasn't one of the big ones. He was good though. He was a Finnish composer. Not coming, not a Beethoven. He wasn't Finnish. Not remembering the name. It wasn't Metallica. I will have to go to BS on August 17, 2025. Sibelius. Yes. That's it. Sibelius. You got it. Just when I was getting it. Sibelius. Was very good. A lot of strings. My first concert was Jimmy Buffett. Liszt was good. It was a piano concerto. And then at dinner, the pianist was sitting right next to us, as well as the composer. They were right there. My friend Brian was like, "Oh, this is awesome." They're right there. It was actually out west in Tanglewood in a town called Lenox, which is out in Western Mass. It's about a 2-hour drive from Boston. Eclectic musical tastes. Yeah. Sibelius. Spot on. Spot on. Your first concert was Boston? Really? The band? That's awesome. I never saw them live. Never saw Bananarama either, but that says a lot about you, DB. Yeah. She's good. Favorite piano concerto? Beethoven. You're a pianist, huh? More hidden talent that we didn't know Charlotte had. Well, this guy, you probably know the guy that we sat next to at dinner. Jean-Yves Thibodeau. You know Jean-Yves Thibodeau? Of course you know Jean-Yves. You know exactly who he is, I'm sure. Okay, everybody's first concerts. Pearl Jam. Blue Oyster Cult. Don't Fear the Reaper. More cowbell, exactly. Depeche Mode. These are great first concerts. These are awesome. Oh. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah. Thibodeau. That's him. Thibodeau. Jean-Yves Thibodeau. He was good. Ryan plays the clarinet. Steely Dan. When they were playing concerts. They didn't play concerts for a long time. Trans-Siberian. Michael Jackson. That's a pretty awesome first concert. Michael Jackson. You like the Ozzy Osbourne concerts there, Adam? Stevie Nicks was hanging out with Lynyrd Skynyrd? Really? Huh. The Deftones. AC/DC, Back in Black. B.B. King. My 5-year-old's first concert will be All Eyes on Doge. All Eyes on Doge. Ooh. The Jackson 5 when Janet was only 9 years old. A lot of music fans. That's awesome. Awesome. Look at Doge. Curling up. Got a ways to go to recover, but this is good. Gotcha, Richard. Gotcha, protege. How do you unblock someone in the stream? I don't know. Once you've blocked them, you've blocked them. I don't know how you unblock. Pepe. Bonk. 3 dots on the right, Maramello says. The 3 dots on the right. Angus Young hanging out in Vermont. Yep, that's what happens, Con. I'm still here. Hanging with Pax Cat. Watching Doge go up. What's Link doing, Con? Yeah, Link going up as well. You're being a pain, Cat. In the paint. Link, $26.32 for Link. Wow. That is impressive. Link. So it's back up to its high that it just hit on Sunday. And it's just still going up. That's pretty impressive. And when was it last at this price? January. It's all the way back to January. That is some strong trading right there. We have the Bollinger Bands on for people who are wondering. What are all those other lines for? Bollinger Bands. Pax Cat, they're Bollinger Bands. Okay? Bollinger Bands. So Bonk is a Solana meme token. They have their own platform for creating meme tokens. And I was hoping they were actually going to be like airdropping Bonk tokens as part of the Solana Seeker phone, but they're not. So yeah, ADA was impressive until yesterday and it pulled back. But it's now kind of in this sideways mode between 90 cents and $1. The Bollinger Bands. They do some calculation between the volume and the price. And it's really the price action with the volume. So the wider they get, the more volatile price and volume gets. And then when it starts squeezing in on the Bollinger Bands, that's when sideways, boring, low volume. That's the difference. I'm not sure Cardano and Explode really go together. It's trading well. It did hit $1 here on Thursday and got rejected. Bonk for me, minus 30%. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan, on the Bollinger Bands, some people trade with them, but it's like you got to be out on like the daily to really make it worthwhile. Here on the 4-hour chart, you would have sold, right? Cardano, once it came outside the Bollinger Band. Some people do it on the daily. Again, you could get faked out though. You could always get faked out. But it is a swing trading strategy. But I think there are many times when you're going to be on the wrong side of a trade. With the Bollinger Bands. Because you end up selling, right? It goes out of the Bollinger Bands again. You sell, and then it trades within the bands. It never comes back below the lower end. So you never buy back in, and then it takes off. That can happen. Oh, is that what the Dutch translation was? The cat can scratch me. All my nonsense about Dogecoin. Yeah. Aw. He's a good boy. All right. I got to go to dinner. I hope everyone has a great evening. Dogecoin starting to turn around. Right? Got some momentum coming up. 22,666. 22,669. Let's go. We'll be live again tomorrow. We'll see how things are doing. I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.